Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a piece of pro hardware with a, let's say, a very descriptive name.
Right.
The PureLink HEXA 2.0 4K HDMI 1x2 DA audio extractor and scaler.
It's a mouthful. But our mission today is to show you why this one box is, well, kind of a hero for anyone trying to integrate modern AV gear.
It's more than just a splitter then.
Oh, much more. Think of it as a signal architect. It's built to handle the best of the best. We're talking resolutions up to 4K at 60 Hertz.
And that's with full 4.4.4 color, which is so important if you're running, say, a PC source.
Exactly. That needs a huge amount of data, so it supports 18 gigabits per second, and it's fully compliant with HDMI 2.0 and, crucially, HDCP 2.2.
The copy protection. Without that, a lot of 4K content just won't play.
It just won't. So let's start with its first big job, distribution and extraction. It's a 1-in, 2-out distribution amplifier.
So it splits one perfect 4K signal into two.
Two identical 4K signals, but at the same time, it's pulling the audio out from that signal.
Okay, but hang on. Most modern TVs or receivers can already strip the audio out of an HDMI signal. Why do you need a dedicated box to do that? Isn't that a bit redundant?
That's a great question, and it gets to the heart of it. It's about bottlenecks.
Okay.
When your audio passes through a display first, that display often limits what it can pass through. Maybe just basic stereo or 5.1.
Ah.
This box pulls the audio out before it gets to the display. It supports the really high-end formats directly from the source like LPCM 7.1, Dolby True HD, DTS HD Master Audio.
The lossless stuff.
The pure lossless format. So if you have a high-end audio system, this is really the only way to guarantee you're getting the best possible sound to it.
That makes perfect sense. So you've routed the video and the audio perfectly, but now we hit what is, for me, the biggest headache in AV.
The legacy challenge.
Yeah, that new 4K Blu-ray player you bought and that perfectly good 1080p projector in the basement.
And that's where the scaler function is just critical. The HEXA 2.0 can downscale a 4K signal to 1080p.
Which is the more common use case, I imagine.
It is. In that scenario you just mentioned, without this box, your entire system would probably just default down to 1080p to accommodate the projector.
Or you just get a black screen on the projector.
Exactly. This device sends 4K to the 4K display and a perfectly scaled 1080p signal to the projector. Everyone's happy.
And you, the user, can actually control this. It's not just automatic.
Right. There's a little 5-way joystick switch on the unit itself that controls an on-screen display. You have granular control.
Which brings us to EDID management.
The digital handshake. This is, maybe the most important under-the-hood feature.
Explain that for us.
EDID is how your source device, like a Blu-ray player, asks your display what it's capable of. If the display says, I only do stereo, the player will only send a stereo signal.
Even if the movie has a 7.1 channel track.
Precisely. You lose channels. The HEXA 2.0 lets you patch the EDID. You can basically force the source to output its best signal to channel, 5.1 or 7.1, regardless of what the end display reports.
So that's the aha moment. It's not just splitting and scaling, it's managing the entire conversation between your devices.
It's managing the entire signal ecosystem.
Yeah.
And the build quality reflects that. It's an all-metal enclosure, TAA compliant for government use.
And it gives you those dedicated outputs we talked about, one HDMI for video, and then separate optical and 3.5mm stereo for audio.
Fundamentally, it's a central hub. It just takes all the guesswork and ambiguity out of mixing and matching AV gear.
Which leaves us with a final thought. When you have a single piece of hardware this powerful, one that controls everything from the resolution down to the audio format handshake, it makes you think. What kind of fail-safes or system redundancy should you be building into your setup when you rely so heavily on one central component to define that entire signal path? Something to think about.